Day 2 of May Madness, ladies and gentlemen. As you may remember from last year, Sundays are really busy for me. So I'm going to kind of keep this one a little shorter today, which I'm sure is fine, because we are going to be reviewing the 2010 spectacular superhero film that basically started the summer season, Kick-Ass. Now, Kick-Ass stars Aaron Johnson as Dave Lipnitsky or something like that. Dave... Kick-Ass. And Dave is this guy, and he's just down on his luck. But he's not a nerd, he's not much of anything. He just exists, which a lot of people today can relate to, especially. And one day, just seemingly out of the blue, he ponders, why hasn't anyone ever tried to be a superhero? So he buys this wetsuit offline, and dons a mask, grabs a couple of police batons, and goes out to fight some crime. But the shit hits the fan when he goes off and he tries to stop a couple of carjackers. A lot of shit hits the fan, actually. That's what's great about this movie, is that it's brutal, and it's real. You know, if somebody actually went out there and tried to be a superhero, they wouldn't be all Batman, you know? They wouldn't go out there and, you know, in the middle of the darkness, just wouldn't kill everyone without getting a scratch, you know? You know, Kick-Ass gets hurt. Bad. And that's what kind of captures the realism of the film. Is that, you know, he doesn't do all these crazy twists and turns, and he doesn't know how to use his weapons just yet. He doesn't know exactly what he's doing. But that's what makes him such a realistic and relatable character. They stick pretty closely to the source material, which is a surprisingly fantastic comic written by Mark Millar and John Romita Jr., that seemingly came out of nowhere and just became this sleeper hit in the comic book world, and now it's, you know, one of the #1 movies in America. And you know, McLovin dons the costume of Red Mist to you know, team up with Kick-Ass, but can we trust him? That means no, you can't. But truly, the real stars of this film are Nicolas Cage and Chloe Grace Moretz. Seriously, the true stars of this film are Nicolas Cage and Chloe Grace Moretz, I think her name is. She was in 500 Days of Summer. She was Rachel, the little sister, and Nicolas Cage was in Ghost Rider, which is probably not a good example. If a lot of people saw Ghost Rider and thought, wow, Nicolas Cage should never be allowed near another superhero script again, don't worry, you were in good company. But he plays the role of Big Daddy, who is kind of like this this crazy Batman wannabe. He plays it very nice, because there's two separate sides. You know, you've got him, you know, Nicolas Cage as the father, and then you've got him as the superhero, the Big Daddy. And he plays two different characters, essentially, in this film. And it's weird to see Nicolas Cage do something good, because I haven't seen him in anything good since adaptation. But yeah, could any other big-name star do it? Absolutely. But we got Nicolas Cage, and personally, for the first time in my life, I'm glad we did. Chloe Grace Moretz was, I want to say 10 or 11 when she shot this film. And she is easily the coolest character to enter the superhero world in a very long time. I want to say since Rorschach, back in the 80s. She is vicious, she's brutal, she kills people, she's merciless. And she's only 10. Chloe, who plays Hit Girl, she has a future ahead of her, man. She's got a career. She has already done so much, and this movie is putting her in the eye of the mainstream. The finale, it blows you away. There's just so much violence, and sometimes it's over the top, but it's still got that gritty realism. And it was the first best film of 2010. You know, first of all, go check out the comic. They have it on sale at most bookstores for like 20 bucks. It's called Kick-Ass, and so read that first, then go see the movie. I can sum it up like this. This is the movie that Watchmen fans wanted when the movie came out, but didn't get. So there you go. All in all, I would give it a solid 4 out of 5 stars. Actually, no, I don't like 5 stars. Screw that, I'm going to go 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 stars. I thought it was really good. The pacing was fantastic. Everything was great. Fantastic adaptation for any graphic novel or comic. So, and until Iron Man 2 comes out, it's my favorite movie of the year so far. So this is my kinda, albeit short, Babe Madness Day. I've only gotten a couple responses from my last video, but hey, that's okay. I'm working my way back up here with you guys, so don't worry about it. Tomorrow's gonna be sweet, and I'll catch you then.